Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joined today from our local VFW that does Post 1318 right here in Fitchburg. I've got Gundy and Ray here with me as we get ready to celebrate 100 years of the VFW Post 1318. And Gundy, for folks who aren't familiar, you guys moved into Fitchburg a couple of years ago, but tell us a little bit about the VFW before you came to Fitchburg.
The VFW was formed in Madison in January 23rd, his art charter, 1925. So their first home was the Lorraine Hotel. Our second home was on Lakeside and John Nolan. They moved there about 1966 after building that. The Southside Men's and Women's Club gave them the property for $1 back then. And so they moved in there in, I think, 66. And then financially, an old building couldn't bring it up to date as the city wanted. So we sold the property and moved here. So this is our third home in 100 years.
That's pretty impressive when you think about it. I mean, it's pretty awesome, and we're certainly glad to have you. The location is nice, and what you've done at the location is pretty nice as well. For either one of you, what does a BFW? How does that serve, or what is your guys' mission overall for folks who aren't familiar with that?
Go ahead, Ray.
All right. So our biggest mission is, so we like to serve the community, but everything that we bring in, we give back to the, excuse me, to the veterans community. Any veterans, family member, service member that needs help, that's our main mission, is to help the veterans in the community. But we have the facility for the community so everybody can enjoy it. Everybody is welcome.
Well, go ahead.
The other thing is also we allow, like the 115th Fighter Wing, who we adopted, to use our hall for any party they want to for free. We do not charge them. We let other veterans organizations, such as Madison Veterans Council, some Navy League, and there's a artillery unit, organization. They all come meet here for free.
Wow. That's
we also let all first responders use our event hall for free also.
And it's kind of nice because the neighborhood itself it just joined Fitchburg, so you guys kind of came right in at the right time. That it was formerly the town of Madison, so you kind of bring some extra energy, I think, to the neighborhood as well. How have people been since you've been in Fitchburg so far, whether it's the local residents or just beyond?
It has grown. In the beginning, of course, it was a little slow, but more and more of the word got out to the neighborhood, and more people started to come in, and we are growing. Each year we grow more and more.
That's awesome. I've personally been there a few times and have enjoyed the food, the camaraderie, and cold beverages. We'll leave it at that. It is a really nice spot, and you guys do some pretty cool events throughout the year as well. And I think that's really awesome. So let's specifically go into the 100-year celebration. It's happening this weekend. It's going to be on Saturday, January 18th, starting at 1 p.m. What are you guys going to be doing for the celebration?
Well, we're going to have some music there. We're going to have drinks that are from the era, starting in the 1920s. We're setting up, there's going to be some displays that are set up. We have some photos that are going to be out there for, as we grew into the places that we were at before, and our members. And I believe Gundy can correct me if I'm wrong, and I know she will. I think our 100-year-old member that has been a member for 75 years will be there that day. He's our World War II vet. So I think he's coming that day. Am I correct on that one, Gundy?
Correct. His youngest son is bringing him, and I talked to him Sunday night to let him know that he may get interviewed.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, that's incredible. And then just overall, I mean, it's a special place in general. But if people are kind of just wondering, what you're doing there and why it is so important, a 100-year milestone for anybody is pretty incredible. But when you throw in that it's the VFW and veterans from all eras and just that gathering spot, I think that's just really a special thing. And maybe you guys could comment on that because I think that's what it's all about to me. Is I think it's the camaraderie. It's somewhere to go to talk, especially if you're a vet, but also serving the community as you had mentioned.
Yeah. The camaraderie, of course, it helps veterans. There's certain veterans that, stay at home, don't want to reach out, but once they start reaching out to some other veterans, they know they're in the fold. We've done this for, like I said, 100 years. Dynamics have changed through those 100 years, of course. VFW used to be the center for the family. They'd come and bring the whole family. Like at our old place when they were building it, one family, the kids helped dig out the basement and stuff like that. And but our main purpose is here also, not just in the community, but we need to make sure that veterans, active duty, guard, and reservists keep their benefits. That is another mission that we have, is to ensure our legislature at the local level and at the national level hear the voice of veterans so that we can ensure that we continue to get the benefits that were earned and promised when people join.
Ray, any final thoughts on the VFW Post 1318?
Yeah, just I hope that this gets out to the community and so the community can come over and really see who we are and what we do. We had that old stigma of, people sitting around talking about their war wounds. It's not all about that. We try to build it, into a community, and they can come in and sit down and talk to a veteran and learn what we did and why we did it. I myself, I served for 26 years. Who in the world thinks you should serve for 26 years? But that's what I wanted to do. And people want to talk to me about it. We can talk about certain things. And I just want more and more veterans and people of Fitchburg to come in and see who we are and what we do.
Well, I'm hoping we can get some people to come out this weekend. Again, January 18th, starting at 1 p.m. The VFW Post 1318 is located at 2740 Ski Lane here in Fitchburg. So stop on by, say hello. Gundy, Ray, thank you both so much for your time. Congratulations on everything you've done for the community and for the 100 years. It's very impressive, and we look forward to seeing you out there on Saturday.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.